Tucked away inside a museum in the heart of Washington, D.C. is something rather unexpected.
You're standing here in what was once the dining room of a 19th century London townhouse.
It was owned by English shipping magnate Frederick Leyland, who wanted to showcase his growing collection of prized Chinese blue and white porcelain.
It's an indicator of sophistication, of taste, of an expansiveness of thinking. So having trade objects, there's also a long history, of course, of Europeans investing in works from China, understanding them to be objects of great value and preciousness.
Leyland commissioned his friend and artist James McNeill Whistler to redesign the room. But as curator Diana Greenwald explains, things didn't work out as planned.
So Leyland returns to a room for which he had requested a few slight alterations. He finds here instead that the artist has let his imagination run utterly wild. And Leyland is not so pleased, both at the extent of the changes, but also the fee that Whistler is subsequently requesting for this unsolicited work.
Before being banished from the house for good, the artist left a parting shot, a final mural covering one entire wall, entitled Art and Money.
This is the patron who does not appreciate the genius of the artist who is being wronged in the scenario. We could not make this up in a soap opera if we tried.
Collector Charles Langfreer purchased the room in 1904, boxing it up in 27 crates and shipping them to his home in Detroit. Over time, the collection grew to incorporate works from multiple different countries, with Freer himself travelling to China, Japan, India, Egypt to purchase works of art that he then gathered together in this one room. Freer donated his collection to the Smithsonian's National Museum of Asian Art, with his vast collection, including this room, transported to the nation's capital. Since then, the museum has safeguarded the room for future generations to enjoy.
We are stewards of this, of course, and we take that role extremely seriously. So we've done 2 major conservation projects in the Peacock Room, removing 80 some odd years of dirt, of grime, of cigar smoke, and seeing that room come into this lustrous finish in an entirely new way.
Over the past century and a half, the Peacock Room itself has become as famous as the priceless collection it houses. A room to showcase Chinese ceramics that caused a feud, crossed an ocean, and came to rest as a national treasure in Washington, D.C. In Washington, Nick Harper for The Vibe.